Hello everybody, today's episode is a Spring's plans and makes update. So if you want to hear more about this and other fabric I've been making and I'm planning to make, then stick around. Hello sewing friends, today's episode is a Spring plans and a Legend textile update. So if you haven't already seen, I will link below, or if you find on my channel, so I say that and then I forget, the episode where I opened the lovely Legend Textiles fabric that they were sent and I made plans with you. Well, I always like to come back and show you how I'm doing, but also I think it's time for some spring plans. We are mid-April and I only kind of feel ready now to properly make my spring plans. So one of the things I really like to do is to scroll back on my Instagram to look at what I wore this time last year. Now I use my Instagram very much as a record of outfits for myself, and it's lovely that if you find them helpful, I put them there for me because it's been a whole year, a lot's happened in that year and I can easily forget what I was wearing a year ago. So I had to scroll back. And I don't think I really went for spring outfits last year. I think it was a bit like this one where it was quite chilly. The theme seemed to be skirts, tops, still with tights and a lighter jacket. Trousers and tops and a lighter jacket. So less sort of turtlenecks, less roll necks, she says, wearing this today, but more sort of rounder neck tops, some blouses, some shirts, trousers and skirts. Interesting, not many dresses, which I thought quite interesting. So that's kind of where I was last year. I think my spring wear is a bit different this year. She says sat here in one of her winter wear from work from home dresses with a me-made Freya top underneath. So that you know what I'm wearing, I've got a Tilly the Buttons Freya, and this is a Stella by Fibre Mood jumper that I hacked into a dress. And I've got leggings on because it is really cold today. Right, so let's kick off with what I'm going to do. Now, sometimes I have the rail out. I decided not to get the rail out because I have been making some spring things, even if I haven't felt the need to wear them yet. I have worn some things that I made earlier on in the season, and I think now's the time to think, what else do I need for this season? So let's kick off with something that I've made. I wanted to wear today, but it's too chilly. So this was the Legend Textile Scuba Crepe. Now this one I don't believe is available anymore, but it's something that will help inspire you. So I went for making a co-ward set. So it's two pieces. I'll put a picture in of me wearing it at some point, but I made the closet core marigold jumper for the top, and it works really well for that. I really like the way these sleeves gather. I put the band on. It's not quite as wide as in the pattern, but I went for a band to have it the right length to sit with the skirt. So I actually chose where to put the band myself rather than where the pattern said. And then I did the skirt, I'm just looking which way around it is, this way around, which is the Seasons of East Summer in New York dress. I know, I love it. Made into a skirt. So you've got the box pleats on the front, darts on the back, and obviously because it's meant to be attached to a dress, I put a sort of waistband facing on the inside. I did it in this dark green because I had it and I'd given away the rest of the scuba, but you can't see it. So that means I can wear them separately and together. Now I would really like to think I could do some styling at the end of this video. Let's hope it's warm enough for me to feel I want to change my clothes enough. But it's designed to go together but also separately, which is great. And that was Christine that persuaded me to go for separates. And you were right, Christine. I listened to you because I can get a lot more wear out of it. This is for me a great spring outfit because I can put a long sleeve top underneath here in a lighter colour to keep me warm, but then on other days I don't need it. Skirt can easily go with like some pink or green tights, but then no tights with some chub rub shorts. They're by Snag Tights if you don't know, if not. So it means I can be quite flexible with it. Now, other Legend textiles, sorry, I'm leaning over the side, disappearing off the screen. So this was one of the fabrics that Legend gave me. It's a striped shirting, and I knew I wanted to make a shirt with it of some kind and try and play with the direction. But in one of my recent videos, I talked about being inspired by this picture here, which is a shirt that I saw being worn by America Ferrera in the Barbie movie. So off I trotted and got some chambray. I went for the lighter colour, and I feel that these two together as a shirt will be a really nice, smart casual. I want to come up with a new word for that shirt. So I've looked at various shirt patterns. I'm probably going to go with a vintage one. I was looking down there to see if I've got it down there. I haven't. But just like a classic button down, maybe with a layer over the top, maybe with like the yoke, that sort of thing, and the collar. But that's definitely going to be, and it's sort of a select your favourite shirt pattern to create this. I think this is going to work really well, because like the placket in the blue and the yoke and the collar, and then this in the main body, and then the cuffs in the chambray, etc. So that's definitely on my spring plans list. Let's show you something that's almost finished. So this fabric here, if you remember, this was gifted to me by Legend. It's Japanese foil. This is still available, and there's other colourways, so I'll put it in here. But the most fabulous thing about this is that I felt it was like spring in a fabric. And some days, like where it's a chilly day like this, you want something that feels spring-like but still keeps you warm. So I went for a Hovea jacket. Now it is so close to finishing, but I couldn't wait any longer to show you. So I went for the Hovea jacket, the cropped version. I'm going to put it on. There's still a lot of clips on it, but let me just put it on. I'll wear it while I'm talking about it. I will put proper photos in here. Please ignore the fact that it clashes with what's underneath. I love it. I'm putting binding around the cuffs as we speak. I've gone for a longer sleeve because sometimes at this time of year you don't want it cropped. One of my quilted jackets is sort of cropped to here, and I'm always pulling the sleeve down to keep it warm, so I've gone for this sort of length. Inside I've used pink sweatshirting, and on this part I've turned it so the brush back is out, so it's super soft and snuggly. I did the binding on the inside of the collar band, which I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Couple of naughty words said where I didn't quite catch the many layers inside. I've got to fix that, but that turns out like that. Pocket with binding on the top here, which I'm really happy with. Good depth of pocket there, I have to say. And then I'm going to do binding on the bottom to match. In here, this exposed seam will have binding stitched over this. Now the reason it's not finished is because I underestimated how much binding I need, because I forgot I wanted it for all of that. So I've had to order some more, but it's on its way, and I will then get it finished. But this to me is like spring in a jacket. So when it's cold like today, see, look, there's the bit where I didn't catch it, look. Oh, that's really annoying. On a day like today where it's chilly, but I want to feel bright and spring, this is great. Now you can see here, I'm going to say now a lot today, aren't I? You can see here that the blue is going in lots of different directions. If I get up close, you can see I quilted it because, and I'll do the back for you, I didn't want the blue like on the sleeve being this direction. Now I felt it worked perfectly on the sleeve, but on the rest of it I just felt it was too much, and I let it happen down the collar band as well. But on the back it means that you've got that variety. Can you see what I've attached to the sleeve here? Thank you to Angela. We ummed and ahed about this at the sewing social, but that's one of the things I love about a virtual or real person social is you can ask other people what they think. So she took a photo for me so I could see, and I'm glad I went for that. I have wondered about taking it up to the shoulder, but I think I might like that it starts there. So lots of really great details, and I will finish this as soon as I've got the rest of the binding. Do you know what? I'm going to keep this on. So what else? So I've cut out some things. Hang on. So the pink Ponte that Legend gave me is any day now going to be a pair of Walk Boldly pants. I and ahed, and I was like, why am I questioning what works? A pair of lovely pink trousers go brilliantly, look, with this top. Look at that, pink trousers with this top. This pink's not showing up so well on camera, but with that goes well with this. Will go well with, I think will go well with this shirt, look. So just don't mess what's broken. I will, I think, make the Maison Fauve waistcoat in some of the pink ponte, so you've got the matching set, but they'll be knocked up any day now. And then sticking on the pink theme, I got this fabric from Abercorn when I was on my way back from Christine and I's getaway, and I'm making another chalk and notch max tee. If you haven't seen my review of my autumn winter wear, my black version of this, picture in here, it's like my hero piece of the winter, and I've already worn it into the spring. So pink one incoming. I wonder if it's the same pink as the ponte. Hang on. Let's open this up. That would be amazing if it is. Oh, it's so close, it's unbelievable. This is slightly bluer. I could definitely wear those together and go full pink, full Barbie pink there. So this is going to go perfectly over dresses, blouses, just to keep that warmth on a day like today when you need it. I really like the texture in there as well. So that is incoming, as they say. This was one of the fabrics that Josh gave me. I've made 2 tops with it. So I've made this one, which has much more detail about on a previous vlog, which is the DP patterns, and it's like this. And I've also made a free pattern by Closet Core, which is a Closet Core t-shirt in the long sleeve in this. Perfect for under things. Imagine that. I'm just going to keep these trousers out with the pink trousers. Look, perfect. This going under here. So that's a great fabric. This is still available. If you search the word lycra, I'll try and list it below. It's a lovely t-shirt drape type jersey. Other things on my mind for spring: trousers. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a jeans wearer. They occasionally appear, but they are an infrequent guest in my wardrobe. I much prefer a trouser made of other things. So yesterday at the Southern Social, it was actually warmer than today, but not as warm as Saturday. So it has given me a chance to try out a couple of sort of more spring-like outfits. So I wore these, which are the Winter in London trousers by Seasons of East. I actually took quite a chunk out of the hip. I didn't like that. These aren't as thin as they look, but they're really soft. This is fabric from Amo Threads. I've had a look. It's still available. And these were perfect with, I put a picture in here, long sleeve top and a pink max tee, a lot of sounds in there, over the top. And I just felt bright and warm all at the same time. So I think another pair of these Winter in London trousers will be incoming. So I'm going to have a look at what fabrics. And then on Saturday, when it was quite warm, we went to Thorpe Park. I wore my Closet Core sepia pants. They're sort of a barrel leg shape. I love the double pocket detail on here. So you've got the 2 pockets. It's a great way to get a different contrast of fabric in, and like the paper bag waist, and love that. Had absolute joy in my trouser making decisions. And so these I need in other colours, I've decided, because these 2 trousers are exactly the kind of thing you want to throw on in this cross-seasonal, I'm just calling spring a cross-season now, because you go from hot one day to cold another day. So these 2, I'm on the lookout in my stash for fabrics to make with them. So you've all sold this fabric out. So it was still available, but you sold it out when I put this dress up. So this is one of the Mood Society free patterns. Oh, I'm in a right old tangle here, hang on. And it's the Mimosa dress. I'll put a picture and a video here of me wearing it. It's a bit like the Kilo wrap dress, but not the Kilo wrap dress, in that it's got a tie, but it's a tie on one side, so it's half as fabric hungry as the Kilo wrap dress. So you have, I did a detailed review in a previous vlog, but you have like a t-shirt style top that you do pleats on the front, and then you have a front skirt piece which is there, and the back skirt piece comes all the way out to tie round. So this was a gorgeous, again, super sort of weight, t-shirt weight fabric, because it ties easily, from Legend. I'll have a look, see if there's other similar ones that are suitable. I think this is a good spring one, because again, you could wear long sleeve top underneath or not, and you could pop it on with a jacket, leggings or tights or not, depending on the weather. I love a slip. I'm sorry, I know if you're a younger viewer, they're like, what? A slip. So it's basically, well, it's like a slip dress, but it's in thin fabric that you can stick under something like this. I love those for this time of year, because you can get away with something thinner, but you just got that base layer. That means you don't get cold. So perfect with that. I'm going to be wearing this soon. But I will wear tights the first time in case that wrap fails. Right. This gorgeous fabric, which is like, I think it's the peonies on it, I have spent a lot of time thinking about what was right to make in this. I thought about a lot of dresses. It's a bit crisper, so I was thinking about the sleeves. I've ummed and ahed, and I finally had inspiration in the night the other night. I am going to make a pair of wide leg trousers and a top, so it can be like a fabulous co-ord or two separates. Now I think a wide leg trouser with this big pattern will work well, so I'm thinking either the Mitchel trouser, which I'll put here, or a sneaky little hack by me, which will be the Walk Boldly pant, but insert an invisible zip. I'm thinking of the Walk Boldly pant because you've got nice darts front and back, and I think a nice wide leg trouser, so that would be like the width of a trouser, and you think that. And then for top, what I was thinking was, it's just reaching going on today, the Marilla Walker Nautilus top. Put a picture in here. Now I'm going to have real trouble. So there's two options with the Nautilus top, just like a V-neck with a short sleeve or a bigger sleeve. It gives me the chance to play around before I make my final decision. And it just means that I can just get more, well, how many outfits? A minimum of three, oh it's raining now, a minimum of 3 different outfits out of it. By playing with the separates and the all together. So I'm really excited to make that. I would have done it this weekend, but I needed to finish the pattern testing I was working on. So this one may have taken some mulling, but incoming very soon. Now I want to make this Marilla Walker Belemnite dress. Here it is. And you get a bonus file to do an elasticated sleeve cuff. So that's definitely going to be on my spring list. A lot of choice, isn't there? So I just want to read it. This is a design that comes straight from childhood memories of dressing up in mum's old 70s dresses. One dress that I particularly enjoyed wearing had big puff sleeves, a tiered maxi skirt, and was made from cream calico fabric. The central bodice piece was a muted green paisley, while the princess seam was covered in cream cotton lace. This dress served perfectly as an ethereal princess outfit. Unfortunately, the original dress fell to shreds, but I have designed my own interpretation, which includes some of the elements I remember and enjoyed, as well as some more contemporary lines and design details. So I really like the look of this. So I'm thinking of making this in a double gauze, but I'm not going to do that first. I think that'd be tricky. And then I was umming and ahhing about what to make it in. And then I think I've gone for this one, because I think I could then, in this bodice piece here, I could do piping. So I was thinking of doing piping to go in that bodice piece. I haven't decided which sleeve type yet. I think the drape on this could create a really interesting line. This is one of the fabrics from Legend. I've ummed and ahed, and I didn't make a Seasons of East, which would have been too easy to make. Nearly made a Belle dress, and might still do after the Belle dress exploits. So it's either going to be a Belle dress or this one, but this, I believe, is still available on Legend. It's got great drape, great weight, super soft, lovely Spanish viscose dress incoming on that one. So that is all of the Legend textiles, apart from the 3 fabrics I sent to lovely viewers. Please, if you were one of those people, do send me a picture of what you make when you make something. Apart from the blue sort of dobby, which I've already cut out as the Tilda blouse, and we shan't keep mentioning that. Right, other spring plans. Now, I picked up this at Abercorn. Look at this chambray. It's like a jean weight, but look at that. So it's not jean, it's not as heavy as a heavy denim, but it's chambray weight. What am I talking about? I think this has to be. See, now I want to make a jacket. I don't need another jacket. I need trousers that I enjoy wearing. So these are going to become a pair of trousers. I'm a bit worried they're too stiff for the Mitchel and the other 2 I showed you. So I'm on trouser. So they could be the Ultimate Pant by Sew Over It, but I just need to see what happens with the elastic when it ruches in, because I think a barrel leg's quite a popular pattern shape this year, isn't it, for trousers? There's the bob pant, isn't there, by Stylark. If anyone's made the bob pant, do let me know, because I wonder if perhaps they'd be a good trouser in the bob pant, because they've got a bit of crispness. I'd love to hear your thoughts, but these are spring trousers, aren't they? Imagine those with some of the tops I've got or have got incoming. Okay, right. I knew I had some other patterns they were hiding. So, let me find. Yeah, so the Mitchel trousers by Closet Core. Christine's just made another pair. They could be an option. Right, here is one of the vintage shirt patterns that I picked up. This one here. So I've got the choice to make that with the chambray and the stripe. I'm not sure it's quite right for the chambray and the stripe. Well, it has got a yoke. I thought I might do it in this white fabric that I picked up from Sew Me Sunshine when I was at the Sew Yellow for Endo party, because, as I said, I want 80s dreams type shirt, and that really is, isn't it? It's like a batwing sleeve. We've got like a stand-up collar, ruffle. Must be a hidden button basket. What did they say? Shirt with concealed front buttons closing, has wide band collar, back pleated to yoke, extended shoulders and long sleeve with button cuffs. Version 1 has centre front ruffle. Version 2, ruffles are cut out of eyelets or lace trim. Oh, hidden buttons. Okay, I haven't yet cracked out the instructions. I could live to regret that. I do really like it though. I need to be brave. Imagine doing hidden buttons. How is that going to work, people? Life choices, life thoughts there. I'll be having to think about that. Worst case, there won't be hidden buttons. I'll give it a try, but if any of you have ever done one like that, do give me a shout. Better get a wiggle on. Other things incoming this spring. Peony dress. I've chosen my fabric. It's this one. It's a stretch viscose. So probably won't need to do the back button. But that's going to become a peony dress. There's a little autumnal, but easily dress that up for spring, I think. I want to make the Closet Core Sallie jumpsuit, but I haven't decided on fabric yet, but that's definitely incoming for spring. The free Forget Me Not Vera top, I was thinking of doing it in this one that I picked up from Sew Me Sunshine. Again, look at the pink in there, wear it with the pink trousers. So that's incoming. That's for the forget-me-not top. And then two other ones I definitely want to make for spring. I want to make another Westcliff dress. I'm now looking at this. I don't think I've got enough because they sold out on First for Fabrics, and someone said they tried to find it and found it in the US, but that, now I realise, would have made a great Westcliff dress. Rats to me for limiting myself and buying only enough to make a top. I'll have to keep an eye out. But I've got another jersey here. This is the new Narissa Hansen. That would make a nice Westcliff, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. I've got 2 meters of this. This was all that was left on Simple Life Fabrics, but I've seen this on other sites, so I could get some more if I needed it. I think that would make a great Westcliff dress. I also want to make the Fido Pattern Company Sagebrush top, and I was thinking classic me style. Let's get it in something really quite fabulous. So I thought I'd do it in this. This is a viscose Emporia Patterns and Fabrics. Got this discounted from them. So I thought that would make a great sagebrush, because I think the sagebrush is a good option. Now that means I've got this left, which I'm not 100% sure on what I'll make with it. And I've got this French terry, which is a little Johnny French terry, another little Johnny. Some kind of jumper or cardigan, maybe a Marlowe cardigan might be good in this, for my spring makes. So I feel quite happy with the plans I've got, because I've got a dress, some trousers and a blouse, and already some things cut out. Really going right with the spring colours, sort of pinks and greens. I'm really enjoying sort of the vibe of the colours. Any day soon I will need to do a bit of a wardrobe sort out. I have already cleared out some of my winter items from my wardrobe to create space. I know I need some more plain tops, so I've got a green one in progress at the moment, thinking about what other colours, because that was the one trouble I had with wearing the trousers the other day, is the only top I really had that felt spring-like enough was a white, so perhaps like a lighter pink one, a minty green one, some nice basic plain tops to go with things. I do feel like there's another jacket on the horizon. I'm really enjoying working on the details and sort of patching things together, things like that. And I have said, and thank you to people who said yes please, I will do a detailed patchwork jacket vlog, but I will sew the parchment jacket before I do that. Great news, a year or so ago I found a white quilt in a charity shop, so I'm just working out how to use that, whether I dye that or whether I have that as a reversible, just working it out, but I will come back to you on that. I'd love to hear what you're planning to sew for spring, if you're coming into spring, or for autumn. I think they both work the same. Maybe just your colours might be different. I kind of really went for the jewel tones for autumn and winter, but for spring I'm more going for the pinks and the mint greens and that sort of thing. I do think the colours help me with feeling a season for sure. Now I think about it, is picking the colours that help me to feel the way I want to feel about the season. So definitely need to have a good serious wardrobe review. Good chunk of my vintage clothes have gone again because I'm not wearing them. They don't feel like me. So really important as we move towards Me Made May. That's what I'm really going to be thinking about, and my pledge is definitely going to be around really understanding what I'm wearing, what I'm not wearing, and why I'm not, and also really making sure that my wardrobe works hard for me, because I can't keep being aspirational about hoping I'll wear something or that sort of thing. Definitely don't keep things if I don't fit them anymore now. That stopped a good while ago. If it's not working for my body, it's gone, or I hack it, but it's still having things that I kind of hope I'll wear because I like the look of them, as opposed to wearing them because they work for my wardrobe. So really being honest with myself is working, but I've just got to keep going because I haven't done that yet for spring and really making sure that everything in there is pulling its weight, because I'm still holding on to things like stripy jumpers because I think I like them. I put it on, I like the look of it on me, but I never wear it because it's just not either the right colour palette for the rest of my wardrobe, or because it's just not what I want to wear when I get up in the morning and want to feel bright or colourful or jolly. And a red and blue striped jumper is just not me anymore. So it needs to go somewhere where somebody else will wear it. Right, I've jabbered on now for half an hour about this, but I hope that's been helpful. I will share finish makes as I go along in my Sunday Sew catch-ups, and I do love a review, so probably about May time, in May somewhere, there will be a rail session with a review of what I've made, and again organise it by how much I have and haven't worn it. Right, have a good rest of your week and I'll catch you soon.